He stood quietly in line, his hands trembling slightly, not from weakness, but memory. The cafeteria buzzed with idle chatter, trays clattered, shoes squeaked on the polished floor. No one really noticed him, except her, the young woman behind. The register narrowed her eyes at the man ahead. His coat was faded, sleeves frayed, his boots scuffed. On his chest, a single ribbon sat crooked, pinned carefully above his heart. "You can't wear that," she snapped, loud enough for half the lunch crowd to hear. "That's for real veterans." He looked up slowly, eyes gray like ash, face carved with deep, quiet years. He said nothing. "I see people trying to get discounts all the time," she added. "You people should be ashamed." Silence rippled through the room. Trays stopped clattering. Conversations stalled mid-sentence. But no one spoke up. He simply reached into his coat pocket. With unshaking hands, he laid a small, worn medal on the counter. It was dull, aged, and unmistakable. A Medal of Honor, the highest recognition for valor in the United States military. The woman's face paled. Is that real?" Still, he didn't speak. His name was Caleb Rowan. 20 years ago, he had crawled through burning wreckage in Fallujah, dragging out 3 soldiers one by one, ribs shattered, left arm useless. He didn't wait for medics. He never wrote a book. No interviews. No speeches. He just disappeared. After his discharge, Caleb lived alone. His wife had passed during his second tour. No children. Only photographs and folded flags remained. His world had grown quieter each year. The kind of man who spoke little because he had already seen too much. The kind who wore his medal not for recognition, but for them. The ones who didn't make it back. The woman didn't know this, of course. She only saw a ragged old man asking for a military discount. She didn't hear the mortars, didn't feel the sand sticking to his wounds, didn't know the weight of carrying a dying friend through gunfire. But the medal knew. And so did the man who had been watching from behind, a retired colonel who now worked in veteran affairs. Unnoticed until this moment, he stepped forward, picked up the medal gently, and turned to her. "You just insulted a man who carried a nation's honor through hell. You judged a hero by the wear on his boots." She stammered. I didn't." "No, exactly," he replied. "You didn't ask. You didn't care to." Caleb remained silent, eyes fixed on nothing. He didn't need revenge. He wasn't angry. He had seen worse. But something changed that day. The colonel filed a formal complaint. The story spread quickly. Local news ran it first. Veteran shamed in diner. Public responds with outrage. Then national. By week's end, the woman had resigned. Not because she was fired, but because she couldn't face the calls, the letters, the silence when she walked into a room. Later, she would say in an interview, "That moment changed everything. I saw what pride looks like when it doesn't speak. And I learned that shame comes loudest when you're the only one making noise." Caleb never returned to the cafeteria, but a plaque did, a small one, right by the register. It reads, "To those who wore the uniform, your silence speaks louder than our words ever will." And beneath it, a simple quote from Caleb himself, recorded by the colonel during a rare visit. "I don't wear the medal for me. I wear it for the ones who never came home to take it off." The crowd now pauses when veterans enter. No one checks for ID. No one asks for proof. Just quiet nods. And respect. Some battles are not fought with weapons, but with silence. Some medals are not for glory, but for memory. And sometimes, the most powerful lesson is taught not by argument, but by dignity. Busts in silhouette, where are you watching this from? Speech balloon. Tell us in the comments if you've ever witnessed a silent hero. Bell subscribe for more true stories that honor quiet courage and unspoken strength.